Jargon Busters.
Hi guys, so I know you haven't seen me for a little while. I've just been whetting your appetite for this brand new series called
Jargon Busters.
I try to flat load my feet so I can snap load my power package. That way I can amplify both lag and drag pressure through impact fix. As long as my number 2 power accumulator doesn't break down, I can reach maximum centripetal force with minimum pivotal resistance.
Right, so what we're going to try and do in this series is we're going to try and look at some golf terms and phrases and just try and make them a little bit simpler, a little bit easier for you to understand. So I want this series to be as beneficial as possible, and the best way to do that is to be interactive. So if there is a golf term or slang phrase that you've heard and you're not quite sure what it means, right, please post at the bottom and I'll do a video on it, or send me a message and I will see what I can do. So we're starting off episode 1 with a classic example of a term used in golf that makes things way more complicated than they need to be. Today we're dealing with the word perpendicular. Okay, let's have a look. In elementary geometry, the property of being perpendicular, perpendicularity, is the relationship between two lines which meet at a right angle. A line is said to be perpendicular to another line if the two lines intersect at a right angle, blah blah, congruent, symmetric stuff. Right, so now some of you will follow that, but that's just a really complicated way of saying 90 degrees. It's a 90-degree angle. What does this mean for our golf? Well, you need to learn to set the club consistently perpendicular or square to your target line. From there, you want to learn how to return it square to that line as often as possible. More advanced, but generally a good idea, is to always swing that club head perpendicular to you. There are other examples of perpendicularity throughout golf technique, but the most important one you need to know is club face, because it leads to shots like this. Alright, and then once you start to get the feel and the hang of it, what it feels like, right, to set the club perpendicular, you'll see a lot of tour players do this, right? They have their sort of practice swing behind the ball and then they move in from the back of the ball. I like to do the same thing when I'm putting as well, right? So especially if you're sort of right side dominant, kind of open up the right side and get it in line with the ball. That's going to help you get the face perpendicular as you walk in, okay, relative to your target, and then you take your stance from there. Okay, as I said, I actually like to do the same with my putting as well. Okay, walk in from the back of the ball, place the putter perpendicular, square, alright, and then take my stance from there. Alright, so that's how it applies to the setup and to the target. In terms of having the club perpendicular to you throughout the swing, you're going to have to understand a couple of other words and phrases that we're going to deal with in upcoming episodes. Right, but for now, if you have the overall idea of swinging that club head always perpendicular to you, backswing and downswing, alright, then that can only lead to good things. Okay, see you guys tomorrow where we explain a little more gibberish.